Because when I started running, there was something in this that just said, keep going. So guys, your man Dr. CY is here again, and you are welcome to my channel. Today I have a special shoe for review, and what I've got with me today is a model from Puma, and this is the Puma ForeverRUN Nitro. I just did a first run in this shoe today, and that's why I say this is a special shoe. Well, we'll get into the details later, but first of all, let me read how Puma described this shoe in their website. The ForeverRUN Nitro dawns a new era of support and guidance for all runners, providing the softness of a full nitro midsole without compromising stability. In short, it's the perfect blend of support and cushion. And I put this to the test today. I laced up these shoes this morning to go for a 10-kilometer test run. However, I ended up going a half marathon. And why? Because when I started running, there was something in this that just said, keep going. By design, this is a stability shoe for overpronators. I'm a neutral runner, but I thoroughly enjoyed my run in these shoes today. There's a lot of positives with one or two cons, which I also will highlight as we go on. Is there a perfect shoe? I doubt if you get one that will have everything you need. And I think the running shoe makers know that, because if there's a perfect shoe, everybody will only have one pair of shoes, and that will be bad for business. Let's get into the details of this review right now. First of all, of course, like I always do, the upper first. Generally, the material of this upper is based on engineered mesh with lots of Puma power tape for zonal reinforcement. You can see them here, and even on the media side, you can also see them. They said they tested a lot of these shoes, saw where the tensions are, and then they put these things for reinforcement. The upper feels and looks very durable. How about the comfort of this upper material? The upper feels very soft and comfortable around the feet. Out of the box, it feels good. Some padding along the collar and heel counter to give nice ankle support and comfort. The tongue is partly gusseted, thick and padded, but it's a little stiff. It does give a little pressure to the front of the ankle. Nothing too drastic, but you will feel it. I finished half marathon in these shoes without being overly bothered by it though, and it didn't hurt my feet either. But there's just that nagging feeling of that pressure at the front of the ankle. These shoes are very breathable. I ran a half marathon in these shoes in the heat of the Middle East summer, but my feet felt good throughout the run. Decent room in the toe box though, which you can also see, enough for the toes to nicely spread out. Now, the lockdown of the shoes is another nice point. It has a good lockdown both at the midfoot and at the heel. I didn't even need to engage the runner's loop. I think extra padding along the collar and heel counter helps to keep the heel in place. There's no significant slippage at all noted throughout the duration of my run. It has a regular pull tab, but the position of this pull tab is queer, At this position, I doubt if we'll be able to do anything. I didn't even try to use it. There are lots of Puma branding on these shoes. You can see their PWR tape. You see the Puma logo on the tongue and the ForeverRUN inscription here. You see the Run Guide System branding here, and then the Nitro branding on the midsole. Even at the outsole is not spared. You also see the Puma grip and the Run Guide System. They want everybody to know when you are wearing these shoes that you are wearing a Puma shoe. The laces are cool and not securely over any distance. So let's go to the sole of these shoes now. This is where the magic begins. The insole is thick, soft, and removable, with a concavity that cradles the foot in a very nice embrace. It gives a nice feel to these shoes when you put it on. Lots of midsole here, 36 mm stack in the heel and then 26 mm in the forefoot, giving a 10 mm heel to toe drop. This midsole features a dual density nitro foam. The softer nitro foam is in the core, while there's a firmer nitro foam also on the outside. These work to give a perfect shock absorption. Even just touching them, you will feel the softness. This is a truly max cushion shoe, saving the legs and ankles significant stress. Through a distance of 21 kilometers, my feet felt real good. The shock absorption of these shoes is top-notch. The response of these shoes is another nice point. These have the response of a true nitro foam, making them feel quite light on the feet. If you've run in the Puma Nitro shoes before, maybe the Velocity Nitro, the Deviate Nitro 1 and 2, then you understand what I'm talking about. The full-length nitro foam gives a good soft landing and a very nice push-up. You really feel like you can run forever in these shoes. In fact, that's what happened to me. I set out to do a 10-kilometer, but ended up going a half marathon without planning for it. The shoes doesn't have much of a rocker shape, so the forefoot slaps the ground as you run. It is nothing disastrous, but you just keep hearing that slap as you transition. It just keeps going like this. Overall, these shoes give a very comfortable and very responsive ride. Now, the arch support in these shoes are great, comfortable over any distance. I enjoyed my run in these shoes today. 21 kilometers, my feet felt great. No stress to the arch of my foot. The underfoot comfort for these shoes is very lovely because of the comfort and the softness of the insole. The stability is just perfect. This is where this shoe truly shines. The asymmetrical heel counter, the TPU heel support, the femur rim of nitro foam all work to give great stability to these shoes. Immediately you step into these shoes and start your run, you will notice the difference between this shoe and the regular neutral shoes. The thickness of the outsole is quite impressive and the grip on pavement is superb. Time will tell their durability though. If it is the same Puma grip that is in other Puma shoes, then we expect significant durability. These shoes fit true to size. I got my normal size and they fit perfectly. Now on the scale, these weigh 305 grams. If you compare with other shoes, you will see that it is relatively light. These are lighter than the Nike Pegasus 38 and 37, which weigh 312 grams, whereas these weigh just 305 grams. And then when you put them on the feet, they also feel quite light. So the weight of these shoes is actually not a problem when you step out to run. They look quite decent with workout gear and with casuals. The price, these are selling for $150 in the US. But here in Saudi Arabia, they are selling for 895 Saudi Riyal. That's approximately $238. So this is definitely not a cheap shoe, especially here in Saudi Arabia. In summary, I say this is a max cushion, very stable, comfortable, very responsive, durable, and good-looking daily trainer. The major con I have with this shoe is the stiffness of this tongue, putting pressure on the front of the ankle. It gives that uncomfortable nagging feeling at the front of the ankle, which is not nice. The only other thing too is if there were a little more rocker shape to these shoes, I think that would have made the runner experience even better. With a better transition from landing to toe off, I'm sure the pace would have been even much better. What will I be using these shoes for? Well, I feel these shoes will be great for any kind of run. I'm an amateur runner, I'm not a professional. Of course, my review is targeted at casual runners like me. I feel that this will be a great shoe for any kind of run. Long distance, short distance, slow to up tempo, as well as short bursts of pace, because these are very, very responsive. These are shoes that you can just lace up and go. If you are looking for a nice stability shoes to run in, don't look further than this. You are really going to enjoy this, the Puma ForeverRUN Nitro. I feel these shoes will also be great for older folks and heavy runners, due to the cushioning and stability. Also, they look great on the feet, comfortable enough for all day wear. So they will be great for your casual wear. And for the gym, of course, they are very bouncy, they are stable. That's the recipe you need for a nice gym shoe. Now, value for money. These shoes are quite expensive, no doubt, especially here in Saudi Arabia. But if you can afford it, this is a very fun shoe to run in, and which will be a worthy addition to your collection. So guys, these are my thoughts on the Puma ForeverRUN Nitro. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching. Until the next one, it's goodbye.